I mean, it's basically confirmed, friends. Blumhouse seems to be making a comeback to the Terror Tram.
Thumbs down.
We got the double thumbs down from Nico. It's a big double thumbs down from Nico. You can see here, it looks like a Blumhouse. Yeah, I'll give them this much, okay? I'll give them this much. Last year's Terror Tram, not my favorite at all. It seemed kind of lazily put together. However, this year, they're doing a lot, it seems, to the Terror Tram path.
Yes.
And I'm even confident enough to say that they've never really built to this extent out at the Bates Motel. It's always been kind of plain. It's always been kind of basic. So I'll give them that much. It does seem like they're maybe making more of an effort this year to kind of spice up the sets. What are your all's thoughts on the Blumhouse Terror Tram?
So here's my theory, okay? I suspect that they had a plan of doing something like this last year, but because of the 60th anniversary, they kind of had to cut things down, get just the fences that they always have, those brown fences, put those up. Let's just go with it like that.
Fair.
You know?
Very fair.
So, as we see, they are starting in July, which is phenomenal. Very awesome to see that. So they're giving it about a month and a half's work for just whatever they're planning on doing here. Ideally, we're going to actually be getting like maze quality parts in these like little gauntlets. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Megans again, but this time with the new Megan movie that came out. Maybe more like a AVP situation where it's the old Megan versus the new Megan kind of thing.
Right.
Black Phone probably would come back. But maybe potentially we see them implementing Five Nights at Freddy's in the Terror Tram and having a maze, which I think would be pretty cool if they were able to do something like that. Hence why they need these bigger boxes of some sort. I hope they use Jupiter's Claim. If we do the Purge, just move them into Jupiter's Claim. That's
I'm just over Blumhouse, to be honest. It is The Walking Dead to me now. It is Halloween to me now. It's just overused and done for me. But I am excited to see how they're going to do this new style of Terror Tram with these new big sets. It's going to be weird having the Bates Motel there, but like not being in the Bates Motel.
Sure.
True.
So it's
true.
It's just going to be very, very interesting to see. I just hope there's no Purge. That's all I want, or don't want. And I'll be.
I mean, there's no Purge movie coming out, so
that's true. That's true. But they do love slapping those masks on people and handing them weapons and being like, all right, you're a scare zone now.
Yeah, super.
Thank you.
Super simple.
So I think for sure we can expect Megan 2.0. I think for sure we can expect Black Phone 2, since those are the two movies that are going to be coming out this year. Five Nights at Freddy's, I mean, we're already getting the maze. And it would, I would imagine it would be kind of hard to have those suits, those puppets, those costumes out just kind of in the elements. So I don't see that happening. I do, however, see the Purge happening again in the War of the Worlds set. So, I mean, we'll see, friends. We'll see what happens.
I would still like to see the Wolfman that we were supposed to get last year.
Sure. Yeah.
Florida ruined it for us. I'm going to blame you, Florida, for that one. I think it would have been a cool experience to go through the barn and see the Wolfman in there. I would like to see what Hollywood would have done with the Wolfman.
Agreed, because that little portion looked like it was going to look pretty cool too. Instead of filling it with all the Blumhouse characters, it probably would have just been the wolves coming at us, which would have been pretty cool.
Just think if we took the old route for the Terror Tram, like the darkened route where you could barely see anything, and they put the Wolfman in there, like hiding in the woods.
Sure, yeah.
I would probably shit myself. But
you're not getting your Wolfman, Nico, all right?
I will be the Wolfman.
It's just always interesting to me, the properties, the specific Blumhouse properties that they choose. But we'll see what happens in the years to come, because Megan 2.0 was one of few actual Blumhouse and Atomic Monster joint productions. And we know that Atomic Monster has like The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Nun. We'll see what happens in the future. I would love to see them to start tap into those properties a little bit more, but I know it gets complicated because of Warner Brothers and whatnot.
My only hopes for it is that, it's more of a detailed gauntlet. That's my only thing. Yeah, I guess that's the only good, the positive takeaway I would take from it is that it looks like it's going to be detailed more. If it's just black walls, then shit. Like, what was the whole point of starting early? But, but like, there's something cooking, I hope. And if there's detailing, then I'm looking forward to that. So,
and it just really depends on what Blumhouse properties we're getting in there. To see if I'll be excited about it.
Happy Death Day, Freaky, all the ones that we saw last year. These are all costumes and props that they have just kind of sitting around for the most part. So I can see them definitely kind of mobilizing that again.
But I wouldn't get the Blumhouse fatigue if they just use different Blumhouse properties. Like, we haven't seen Sinister since the first horrors of Blumhouse. I would love to see Sinister again.
Okay, so then what for you guys, what do they need to announce for this year's Terror Tram for you to be like, okay, I vibe with this?
It's closure and 2 mazes in its place.
Yes.
That's the only thing that would make me excited for the Terror Tram at this point, to be honest, to be completely honest. For them to say we're skipping the Terror Tram entirely, I would be like, sick, dude, let's get some mazes going.
or even just a new route. If Terror Tram took us to Little Europe and the whole Terror Tram was Universal Monster themed,
there we go.
I'd be on board in a heartbeat. I would buy the Unlimited Express.
Now we're talking.
Or FFP.
Yeah, 100%. It's time for a change for the Terror Tram for sure. It's been a similar path for the past couple of years. They'll take a step forward and then they'll take 2 steps back, and it sucks because I know that it's an icon for Hollywood. It's something that's very unique to our coast. Then go full send on it. Just really make it unique. Make it, I don't know, super loaded, if you will. But honestly, again, I don't think I'll ever forgive them for getting rid of Jupiter's Claim from the Terror Tram, because it was such a unique portion of it to have a Jordan Peele set and to have Jordan Peele costumes and IP in this area. It's perfect for it. And then I also heard that last year the staffing for that area was non-existent. They maybe had 2 or 3 tethered, which is then why even do it, bro? Then why even do it? Listen, I have some hope that the Terror Tram will be good this year just because of the extra construction that we're seeing. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully they really wow us. Hopefully they really surprise us, because truly the Terror Tram, which is a staple of our event, has grown so stale, and I'd love to see it rejuvenated. Maybe this is finally the year.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Hauntline. This was made up mostly from clips of our latest live stream. If you haven't joined us for one, please follow us at The Hauntline on Instagram to know when our next one is. It's the best way for us to get you the latest haunt news, and I want to make sure you don't miss out on anything. Also, please follow Mr. E at TLEV Media. I'm going to be sure to leave links in the bio to all his stuff. And also Nico at The Entertainment Connection. And until the next time, thank you for calling The Hauntline.